Sharing the stage with Trey Murphy.
Trey Squidward, is that what it is?
Sharing the stage with Trey Murphy.
Larry, Willie basically said that, like, he knew coming in this was probably going to be a Larry night just because of the way the Clippers play. Coming in, did you expect, like, okay, they're going to need a lot from me?
I approached it. It's been a struggle getting back in shape, getting back in rhythm from surgery. But I tried to approach this one like I approach every other game. I knew it was going to be with their switch-heavy lineups and guard play and wing play, that it was probably going to be a heavier minute night for myself. But I just tried to provide energy and effort, and fortunately that helped us tonight.
Since that trade, it seems like you and CJ both, I mean, really, all in from day one, and just being as honest as I can. I mean, that's not always the case, sometimes here. I mean, why
we were thrilled about it. We were thrilled about it.
Why did you guys feel like, okay, like, we're all in, we're going to make the best of this and, like, really do this thing?
You look at what we got. I mean, this is a situation that anybody can look at from the outside. When I was in Portland, I knew it, and then when I got here, I really knew it. Willie Green's a heck of a coach. I said in the interview out there, we played three rookies. That doesn't happen in big minutes, and they played well. I would never say this to his face, but they played great in this kind of playoff atmosphere and situation. We have Brandon Ingram, who's an all-star at 25 years old. CJ's playing like an all-star and a freak on ice right now. So who wouldn't be thrilled about coming to this situation? This summer I left and left Cleveland, wanted to go to a playoff team, and look, here we sit. So I'm thrilled to be here. Me and CJ both are.
Absolutely. And Trey, Willie said all season shoot. He said tonight, you're saying don't shoot at certain points. Just how did you feel out there? Did it feel like you got into a zone a little bit there?
I can't lie, I didn't hear the don't shoots.
They didn't exist.
I get a little tunnel vision when I get open, but just my teammates finding me. Larry was a big part of that. He said he was going to find me. He found me, and I was able to hit shots.
Yeah.
That's all it really is.
Yeah, I mean, and just being down at the end of the third quarter, taking their best shot. How do you feel like you guys just, like, collected yourselves after that?
This team is resilient. They started 1-12. Well, I mean, 1-12. That's so hard to pick yourself up from. And I wasn't here for that, and so I can't speak to that. But from he was, and I'm sure he will. But the resiliency to start 1-12, I've been in seasons like that. It's hard to keep going and keep striving forward and keep pushing to win. And that's what you saw tonight. It was a resilient bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say, going off of what Larry was just saying, starting off 1-12, 3-16, you're just thinking, like, all right, like, when is it going to pick up? And especially being my first year, I don't know what winning looks like. And so us just coming every single day and preparing the same exact way and, keeping the energy in the building was a way that I knew, like, we're going to be all right, like, because it's a long season and you never know what can happen. And look at us now. We're about to go to Phoenix.
We can move to Zoom questions, please.
Hey, Trey, I mean, you go back to that start. I mean, it wasn't easy for you early in the season, in particular with the minutes. I mean, what does it mean for you to go from where you were then to, playing major minutes in the fourth quarter and hitting these big shots like you were tonight?
I mean, it's just growth, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for, Corey Brewer and, Coach Green believed in me in those times to give me that opportunity. And I'm very thankful for that. And, it's just a testament to the work that we put in, and my teammates trusted me. That's really what it boils down to.
And this is for both of you. I mean, it looked like Brandon had like a different look in his eye to start the game tonight. What did you kind of see from him early on to kind of set the tempo for you guys in the first quarter?
After starting lineups, when both starting lineups take the court and we do our little handshake pregame, I tell them the same thing every single game is, I don't care who we're playing, you're the best player on the court. I believe it. I saw it in L.A. I see it now. I've seen it, even playing against him. He's the best player on the court in whatever court we step on. And tonight he played just like that. And the degree of difficulty on some of the shots he was hitting was unbelievable. I mean, we were sitting there on the bench or even in the game, and he'd take a shot with and Terrence Mann and Norman Powell just draped all over him, and Brandon's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan and a release that's super high. So he don't really see you he don't really see you. If he missed a shot, it's just because he missed it, not because you played good defense. And so, he was a man on a mission tonight, and just like I tell him every game, he's the best player on the court.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say I'm very happy that he's doing this to other people, because he did this to, a lot to me in Nashville and in practice and in after practice one-on-one. So that's all I have to say. I'm glad he's able to do this to other people too.
This is for both of you guys, but we got to see on TV the speech Willie gave going into the fourth quarter. Just what do you remember about his words and the way you guys responded to it?
You got it.
That was a different side of Willie that I haven't seen, in all honesty. And he got really fired up. Most of the time he was very even-keeled and even demeanored. But he got really fired up and lit into us, and I think it really sparked us in that fourth quarter. And at the end of the day, we just didn't want our season to be over, and we just wanted to keep pushing and keep playing. And so, he definitely spearheaded that.
And for you, Larry, I mean, you talked all year about the resilience this team has shown, the toughness. But what's it like you mentioned, so many young guys being able to respond the way y'all have, and in these big moments, like Trey said, they haven't been in this before, but they've been able to respond, time in and time out in these big games.
That's culture. That's culture established from, again, like I said, I wasn't here early, but I can tell you just at how these guys approach the game and how they're willing to play their roles and accept that role and play it for the team's best interest. That it's a culture thing here. I've been a young guy with a rough culture. That's not always the case. And so, Trey coming in knowing exactly, hey, I shoot, I want to play some defense, right? Jose, scrappy, not, he's not trying to ISO and, get into his bag too much. Herb is a first team all defensive player.
First team all
Say
defense.
it again. Hold on, say it again.
First team all defense.
First team all defense.
First team all defense.
First team all defense. Is a first team all defensive player, and he's comfortable. These guys are comfortable in their skin, and that is really hard to do as a rookie and as an NBA player as a whole. Everybody talks about being a star in your role. Not many people do it or want to do it. Trey, Herb, Najee, Jose, everybody that played tonight was a star in their role, and look, even if it was an off night, I had an off night the other night, but we won, so I did my job, right? Jax had an off night the other night, so we won. He did his job. At the end of the day, when we win, everybody's happy and everybody eats, and that's a culture thing that's been established here that is very unique.
Larry, you mentioned how well you know B.I. and just your recognition of how great of a player he is. How rewarding is it for you guys to see him get into the playoffs for the first time, at this point in his career?
I'm just thrilled I could be here with him. Like you said, I got to be with him a little bit in L.A. and I got to see the work he put in. And I'll tell everybody that asks, the two hardest workers that I've ever seen in my entire life. One of them is Brandon Ingram, and so he was up. If we had practice at 10, he was there at 8, working out, going through sweating heavy. And by the time we got to practice, he was warmed up and had already had a full workout in. And this was every single day his rookie year. And so to see him at this point, and the fact that I get to help him and do all I can to aid him in this playoff run is, it means the world, and I think the world of him. So, like I said, I don't care who's on the court, what team, what player. Brandon Ingram's the best player on it.
The other one was Kobe.
Colin Sexton.
Wow.
Yeah, Colin Sexton, those two.
I don't even know him, but I know he was fine.
Larry, you being in LA before living here, and you come to play a game of this magnitude, course, with a new squad. Is there pros and cons to it? Is it all pros? Just being familiar with it, the court?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, LA, the city will beat a lot of teams in itself. You know, it's just the facts. You know, guys get here and it's like, oh, we're in LA. You got the weather. You know, you got beautiful people everywhere. It's Los Angeles, right? Let's, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I've been here a little bit, so yeah, I was in bed by 10 o'clock last night. I watched me a little movie and got my rest. So, yeah, it doesn't necessarily have that effect on me anymore, the lights and whatnot. But yeah, you know, it feels great to first play well against the Lakers and do what we did there, and now do the same thing tonight. So. We've had pretty good luck here this year.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win first of all. Trey, speaking about Coach Green, how big is his impact to you and to you as a team, and how his presence helped you to raise the level of your game?
You gotta fix your mic.
I can't lie. Somebody just distracted me. Can you repeat your question again?
He said Coach Green's influence on you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I would say Coach Green has had a really positive influence on me, and he's helped me grow up a lot in my rookie year, probably a lot faster than, I expected at times. And, at the beginning of the year, he told me I would be an important part to this team. There was times where I was down. If I'm going to be honest with you, there was times I was down. I was thinking that, I didn't see where I was going to be in my rookie year. But, he always had faith, and, given the opportunity, I was able to, hit shots. That's what it boils down to. And I was able to work through it and just stay even keeled through everything. And I really appreciate him for it. He's made me a much stronger person throughout this entire year.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.